Hey everyone, really excited tonight. I'm gonna go really fast. We're doing red snapper Marechiaro from my old restaurant. The multifamily chefs, Chef Marco Barbaro. 5 ingredients going already, you can see, and it's starting to splatter a little. But 5 ingredient recipe, extra virgin olive oil, chicken stock, white wine, my homemade marinara. If you don't have time to make your marinara, you can use Oreos. There's the tomatoes there. Let me pull this off a second so I can talk. Clams going first because they take longer to open. So we have extra olive oil and clams right there. You have your really nice red snapper right here. Your shrimp that are butterfly. I got some garlic. So now let me throw in the garlic right now. I'm using sliced garlic. You can use minced garlic. It's actually better usually, but I like sliced garlic. And I don't even have to put a lot because the garlic is in the marinara. All the spices are in the marinara. So let's get this off a little bit. The water from the clams is making it come off. So I want to explain it to you real quick. So all the spices are in the marinara. Chicken stock's got salt too, so you don't really need a lot of spices. The clams are also salty. So let's put it back in. Watch this. The clams are opening up. We're going to add our red snapper. The skin is probably going to stick or it's going to burn a little bit. I don't care. A lot of times, like fishermen, people who fish a lot and love fish, they eat the skin. I don't eat the skin. When I cook it, it's probably going to come off, or it's going to stay on, and I'm just going to take it out. So we're going to put this on the fire. Now, you see how the clams are opening up? See already clams are starting to open up. Some of them take longer. So we're going to let this cook for a little bit. And then now I can talk while it's cooking before we deglaze. We're going to deglaze it with white wine. I have some Italian oregano. This is oregano from Italy, from my mother-in-law's homegrown oregano. She dried it herself. It's really strong, the flavor, really amazing. Your chicken stock and the marinara, and this is it. So once the garlic browns, it's almost brown, I'm going to show you. We're going to put white wine to deglaze and stop the garlic from browning. All right? And then, by the way, this dish, it's red snapper Marechiaro. You can make so Marechiaro. You can make any type of fish Marechiaro, basically. All right? And the Marechiaro is very simple. White wine, chicken stock, and a light marinara. It's almost like a zuppa di pesce or a cioppino, basically. So our garlic's browning, you can see in there. We're going to deglaze right now with some white wine. Let that come to a boil. Going to put a little seasonings on the red snapper, a little bit of, even though the dish is going to have a lot of flavor, just a little bit of salt from the fish. Now our chicken stock goes in, and this is 2 portions right here. I'm going to do 1 piece and a half, 1 piece and a half for me and my wife tonight. We're going to put all the chicken stock in there, and then we're going to put a touch of the marinara. And then we're going to put the shrimp right in. The shrimp going last. These shrimp cook really fast. So I'm going to throw in some of our basil. Look how nice that looks. So see this? We're going to get it to come to a boil, and that's it. Guys, all we did in this dish, we started out with the clams. Then we put with the olive oil and the clams. Then we put the garlic. We let the garlic brown. We put in our red snapper. We put some white wine, 1/4 cup of white wine or 1/2 cup of white wine. We put our chicken stock. You can see how much I put for 2. I'll have the measurements in the recipe. I make these dishes a million times. I don't ever measure. When you really learn how to cook, a chef will teach you, and even the home cooks, you guys know it. When you guys learn how to cook, you don't measure when you're cooking. Because you read recipes and they don't come out that good, you always have to add a little more vinegar, less, or whatever. And then after white wine, I put the marinara sauce. Literally 5 ingredients. And then your Italian spices. I put some oregano. This has a mix of thyme, oregano, and everything. In here, I put the basil. And your homemade marinara has garlic, has everything, so you don't need a lot. It's already pre-spiced. Once again, if you can't make your homemade marinara, use Oreo's marinara. And if you use Oreo, it still comes out the same. So look, it's starting to boil. We're going to put a top on this, and it is done. I'm trying to think if I forgot to show anything. I put a little bit of black pepper. Even though my marinara sauce has it already, we'll put a little bit on the fish. on the shrimp. And that's it. I don't think I forgot anything, and it's all there. And then last thing, here's blackened spices. You could even put blackened spice on a plate, put it on the side of the fish, the top side, and an olive oil saute pan. You could blacken that side of the fish, put it over, and then put a piece of blackened red snapper, because the spices are really good for you, blackened spices. And that's it. Let's show when this is done. We'll show you how we plated it, and I'll tell you how long it took. All right, so we're done. We had this covered, and it cooked for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'm looking at my sauce. I did have everything. I'm going to add a little bit of oregano just for color. If you guys see, I have the basil in there. The fish cooks really fast, and the shrimp too. Look how fast the shrimp cooked that put in. We're good to go. I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to reduce it a little bit. The sauce, if it's too thick, let it sit here and cook, and then we're going to plate it. That's it. And if it's too thick, you add a little chicken stock, and if it's too thin, you can add some more of the marinara sauce. All right, enjoy.